Hello and welcome to JSONPath tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to cover one more operator and the examples of filter. So filter you will be using pretty frequently and the recursive descent as well. So recursive descent is an operator which searches for the specified property named recursively. So if you have a JSON file and you specify the recursive descent operator, it will search through the whole file and return an array of all the values that match the property name that you specify. Okay, so let's see how it's done. So I have taken another example, another sample JSON this time, and in the JSONPath online evaluator, I have pasted the file already here. So with the recursive descent or recursive descent operator, what you can do is, say for example, I specify the recursive descent operator and I say I want to get an array or a list of all the values that have the property name. Okay, so if I specify the name, you can see that all the names within this file are displayed. So wherever in this file recursively, whether it's in the parent node or child node, it goes through and figures out all the properties or all the names in this file. So for example, the first one you see is the uh, the project here. So this is the first one, which is in the parent node, and then it recursively goes through and figures out all the names that are available. So if you see here, that's the first name, second name, third name, fourth name, fifth, sixth, and seven names. Okay, so these are all the names that are printed here. I believe there are 8 names altogether. So all the 8 names, yeah, the last one is here. So these are all recursively printed on the screen. Now if you are looking for any other property, you just need to provide the other property. So for example, GID is what I'm looking for, or I'm looking for the owner, say for example. Okay, it will return the owner wherever the owner field is present in this particular file. So that's the beauty of recursive operation, and very helpful. And the next thing we want to cover is the filter example. So the filter example that we'll use is, we'll use the logical and logical or operator to filter some of the content in a JSON file. There are certain operators supported in the filters. For example, you see the equal to, not equal, greater than, equal to, less than or equal to. When this operator equal to with tilde is for the regular expression, and then you have the negation, logical and logical or operator. So we'll cover logical and or operator in the filter example of this tutorial. So let's go to the JSONPath online evaluator and let's try to use some of the filter examples. So to start with, we'll start with the root node, so dollar dot, and then we need to go to the array index first. So let's copy this whole file and I'll put it in the JSON formatter, which is already here, and format this file first, change the code to tree view so that we can understand this file first. So you can see that this data dictionary or the object has 20 items in it or objects in it, and within these 20 items you can see there is a dictionary owner which has 3 objects in it, then the workspace, then the team, and then there are 2 arrays. So array members contains 2 items, 2 dictionaries or 2 objects, and followers contains 2 objects as well. Okay, and then there are certain values there. So let's try to work on the followers or members and try to filter some of the things there, okay, from members and followers. Okay, so going back to online evaluator, so we'll start with the, say, dot data, and then because workspace is the child of the members is the child of data, so we'll say members. Okay, and now you can see in the evaluation results there are two elements or two objects that are being displayed. Okay, now here we'll use the filter. Okay, so we'll start with question mark and then bracket and then at the rate dot. So here in members we'll say name. Okay, so we'll say name is equal to, so there are two names which are same, so let's go to the followers rather than members because we want to filter on the names. So we'll go to followers. Okay, so there are the names are XYZ and ABC. So we'll start with the question mark bracket at the rate dot name is equal to quotes XYZ, and then just use logical AND operator and say at the rate name is equal to quotes ABC. All right, and close the bracket and close the square bracket. So now you can see here that there are no match found. Why? Because the name, the followers, there is no node in the followers, or there is no index or no dictionary or object in the followers which has both these names XYZ and ABC. Now if you change this operator to OR, you will get both the results. So because what I'm saying here is, what I'm filtering on is, I want to filter the followers who have the name XYZ or name ABC. Okay, so that's basically how you use your filter operator. So if you want to filter on something with the value or with the operator or, then it's going to display the results wherever that particular value is present. Okay, so I'm looking for name where the name is XYZ and the node or the object where the name is ABC. Okay, but if I say and, then there is no node which matches that, and because of that there are no results. But if I change this and to at resource type, resource underscore type is equal to user. Okay, resource type, yeah. Okay, now you can see that a node or an object has been displayed, because with this logical AND operator what I am saying is that return me the node or return me an object under follower array which has the name XYZ and resource type is user. Okay, so that is why I'm getting the result being displayed here, because the name is XYZ and resource is user. If I change it to OR, then I'll get two results here, because it is looking for name XYZ, which is it is getting in this particular node or in this particular object, or the resource type is user, which it is getting in both. Okay, so wherever it will get any of these values, user or XYZ, it will display all the results. So this is basic about the filter operator using and or, logical and logical or. Let's go back to the slide here. So now you can see that we have covered the JSONPath recursive descent operator and the filter examples using the logical and logical or operator. So that's pretty much about the JSONPath tutorial and operators. Please feel free to drop your message, comment on the video if you are looking for any JSONPath that you are not able to figure out, and I'll make sure that I provide you the help that is required in order to figure out the JSONPath that you are looking for. And in case there are a lot of queries around the complex JSONPath that you are not able to figure out, I'll also come up with the new tutorial with all those examples in the Q&A section of my channel. So hope you like the tutorial. Please do share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.